Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good evening. It's a Friday night, TGIF, and also again we have coming with us are my new girlfriend slash wife number 3005. It's Alicia.
Hi, y'all.
How you guys doing today? It's gonna be a damn good show. Crazy taxi.
It's gonna be a damn good show. Would you like me to cook you some southern cooking later? Maybe a little bit of grits.
Yes, Alicia.
Beans they don't have grits here in the Philippines. Caught on to that
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
slow,
Did you
like you
oh,
always do. Yes, I went
okay, just so you
there,
guys know, yes, there's grits here.
and they don't really
Uh,
serve mimosa here either.
Oh my
That's the
gosh.
first
Oh my
thing
gosh.
I'm going to
Okay.
miss.
Cedric Edwards would probably flip over if he actually heard that statement that never heard of a mimosa. Okay, obviously everybody knows what mimosa is, which is orange and champagne. Filipinos mix
Well, of
everything.
course, honey, they got that the chickens have lips.
Yeah.
The
Um
guys use them all the time.
there it is. Um Filipinos drinkers, okay, because mimosa is a drink. It's an adult beverage. Just so you guys know, just real quick, Cedric Edwards learned the hard way that he broke out his Jack Daniels and he regretted it because the Filipinos mix it with orange. Bottom line,
Orange
well, to be
soda.
to be technical, yes, they mix it with orange soda.
Why is it that they catch it on fire also?
Okay.
Because I see where they light that stuff up. I'm like,
Now,
light it up, up,
yeah,
up.
okay, this
Oh.
is the thing.
Oh, what's wrong with you? You forgot my mic. What, you didn't want
What?
nobody to hear me?
No,
What?
I don't.
What is
I
your?
don't. I'm
Is
trying to hide
what
you from
about?
my wife.
Oh, that. You know what? I already talked to your wife. So a little too late for
Because that
that.
would be Moida.
Well, I
That'd
know
be
that.
Moida.
I know. Did you tell people how we met?
How I met?
Yeah.
Swipe right?
Yes, on Christian Filipino.
Swipe right on
He
Christian
seen that I
Filipino.
made grits and mimosas and tocino and an omelet that is called chicken with lips. And that's how I won his heart, besides what else I do with my lips.
In Mexico, I earned the name Big Man because I drank with the big boys. But here's the thing: in the Philippines, I mentioned that because, guys, when you come here, or girls, when you come here, it's not that Filipinos can't handle their liquor. It's weird. They want everything sweet. So they mix tang, orange
Sugar.
juice, um, orange
Pour
soda
some
with
sugar
their
on
liquor.
me.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, do mimosas exist in the Philippines? Yes,
Of
it's
course, at fancy restaurants, I've seen it at several
well,
hotels
even that's
here
what I'm saying.
and
Even if it's not
other
fancy, all
places.
all it
Yeah,
takes is one
champagne, which they
Filipino, even
sell.
in the province, grab a hold of a champagne, and guess what? They're gonna mix it
Well,
with orange.
that's another misconception is that the Philippines is
We're
just
not
so
backwards.
naive
We're
and
not that
backwards.
backwards.
No matter how it's portrayed on other channels, this country is not backwards by no means like you're backwards back.
Pool noodles everywhere.
Oh my God. And I just want to reiterate that this show is not picking on
We're not
anybody,
picking on
but
anybody,
we're
but
gonna bring all the drama and make fun and
it,
poke fun and have fun today. And if y'all don't like it, Heidi told me to tell you to kick rocks.
it's not what people present. What it's okay to be more specific. It's not what YouTubers present it to
Oh,
you
I see it all over
as.
the place. I see it in books. I see it in ebooks. I see it in Amazon books. I see it. I see it all over the place. How this place is so backwards, but it's not. It's
It's
all
not. It's not.
over.
And
Even when you get here,
yeah, and
it's
I told Heidi, I said, when you get there, you'll find everything you want. You'll just have to pay extra, or you have to drive a little bit further. But it all exists here.
aw.
You want a Tesla? There's Teslas here. You just have to pay extra because of the import fees.
Oh, the Tesla joke,
Yeah. Oh.
the wheelchair thing.
Well,
Hello.
we can show that later if you want. Hold on. I'm having some. Yeah.
Put them back in your pants.
It's not my fault. I'm all into you know, purple hair. Purple hair. Purple hair.
You said you were into Muppets, puppets, and street girls.
As long as the carpet matches the drapes.
Well, honey, I showed you that last night. It does, and you couldn't believe it, but I got a dye job on that too.
There it is. Sky in the world as I see it. Fried chicken or puppies.
I know. That's what you guys didn't see is the thumbnail was actually there was a white puppy laying next to him, and it really made the rest look. There were a couple of them in there, and you showed me that last night, and I was like, my God, what are they? Why does everything look like they're frying up animals? You know, like I was like, and I looked again. I was like, oh shit, that's just a puppy.
I feel for
That
you,
didn't
Cindy
sound.
G. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean they're cute little puppies. I mean they are. Cindy G. Brownout day scheduled in Duma. Well, I was just gonna grab them, but they're there.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. For the most part, most of the time during our lives, they've been asleep. So I even asked Heidi, "Do you want me to grab them?" She's like, "No, let them be." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why you haven't put them on camera. They've
And there's
been
several more cat boxes upstairs.
yes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Brown Day scheduled in Duma area. Yes, sorry to hear that. Sometimes it's a necessity.
Well, we
So
can bring a whole bunch of drama about a Dramageddon over there, and they won't even be able to see it.
well, it's more like Dramageddon because it's all over the world.
So
Dramageddon,
today
yeah.
we're going to bring the drama.
We are.
Oh yeah, can you give me a little bagel? That looks something like a nosh on.
Sarah Tyson. Hi, Scott. I haven't seen those cats lately, right? Yeah, right now they're. You want to get to the cats to a point where they're a little bit meaty, but still a little tender. So they're not ready yet.
Oh, we.
Cat show pow.
Where do you get a blueberry New York bagel at?
Right? SM.
I took them there yesterday.
Sarah Tyson. Hello, Heidi and George. How are you, Heidi?
What was that, Heidi?
Yeah, who's Heidi?
We met on Christian Filipina, guys. The link is in the description. You're going to get drama all day long. I'm going to bring it today. I'm going to bring it. And even when it's not there, I'm still going to bring it.
Bring it, brought it, brung it. Anyway, no, I don't actually.
Well, you guys aren't used to drama around here, are you? The real stuff.
That's how that exists. Sarah Tyson. Hello, Harry Walsh. Whenever you get here, say hello to your pop. Aw, that's right. You may or may not know this little guy. What's his name?
Oh, first drama. I don't know. I never heard of this sucker.
Okay, his name is Tater Tot. Tater Tot died yesterday.
Who knows about Tater Tot in this room, guys?
Yeah, anybody know about Tater Tot? I mean, it was funny that I was bringing up Tater Tot, and Heidi, my wife or ex-wife, said like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "What?" Like, put it this way: if you Google Tater Tot, like literally the feed is like nonstop. It's like a long feed of. Well, I mean, it's possible. It's different for in the U.S. or because if you put Tater Tot, the actual Tater Tots might show up. But here, when I Google Tater Tot, it's nothing pictures. But Tater Tot for a long line, I showed. I guess what do you mean you don't know who Tater Tot is? And I was like this scrolling up, and it's all him. But anyway, Tater Tot is this little guy right here. All right. So this is Tater Tot. Tater Tot is a sickly little guy. They called him Grumpy, not Grumpy, Grumpy. But the what do you call
that?
That
Looks like you in the morning, honey.
Here they call them netizens. The netizens, aka the people, not Filipinos.
You know what's wrong with him? He was fighting over grits.
Oh, right, probably true story. Yeah, and he has pool noodles as hands. So
Hi, P.
Grumpy the cat. Hi, P again. Nothing against you. Grumpy the cat, or Tater Tot, as the internet nicknamed him. Okay, has deformed front legs, and that's why he has those little splinty things. Okay. So he passed away yesterday around somewhere around a little past noon.
Rip, little buddy, rip.
Yeah. So he's dead now. He died from a.
Do you have that second meme? Or you just
Oh no, I didn't. There's tons of memes about him.
What's
he
your
died
favorite?
from pulmonary causes. He had an infection, I guess. As the owner said, he was just walking 1 minute. Next thing you know, he's dead. Now, okay. Some of you, the most popular meme of his would be. It says, "You should have seen the other guy." No, you know the usual. You know when somebody's like all effed up, and then they're like, "Dude, you look horrible."
Do we know where he's from? Because there's bars on the window, so
Utah.
that's either.
Utah.
Oh shit! It got rough in Utah, didn't it?
Yeah,
I was going to guess
Utah.
Mexico, the Philippines, or possibly Chicago or Gucci, but I didn't know that a Gucci store. But I didn't know. Damn, Utah. They share wives. They got multiple wives. They just gee, criminies. That's Utah with bars on the windows. What the hell is going on in the U.S.?
Now there's a joke I always say in the U.S. that Utah is a fictional state because I've never met anybody in Utah.
It's been a rough morning.
Remy Smith, I think Philippine chickens have lips. Hello, all right?
I'm surprised they don't have red lipstick on.
Probably
Seems to
do.
be the thing around here.
Echo. Shouldn't be.
Was it me or did the P lose her red lipstick in the U.S.? I don't see her wearing as much red lipstick.
She probably
When in
forgot to bring it.
Rome, she probably forgot to bring it. She
Bring
could have
it.
got some at the Dollar Tree.
Oh my gosh, would you really want that lipstick on your lips? That's like kid
According to
lipsticks.
her, yeah.
I mean, Dollar Tree makeup is like kitty makeup.
She might, but I don't remember. And I don't mean that in a bad light. It's just the women do tend to wear the reds. They wear natural makeup, like just lipstick, but usually it is red for her. So
Now, again, with all due respect to Filipina P, just so you guys know, it's an image. It's what she wants to present. It's not really her. She's a very
yeah,
highly intelligent individual.
down to
That's very,
earth person.
that's more
It's her
sophisticated
show.
than what
That
she
is definitely a show
that
like
she
this show.
plays. Right. What I'm saying is, it's
I
a
couldn't watch past 10 minutes.
it's a
yesterday,
show.
nothing
It's a
against
show.
her.
It's a show on a different level.
I just wish she'd have been more natural about it. That's all.
Right,
The
I
show
mean-
yesterday it was a little. None of it was believable for me, even as a show. I had more respect around the block if it had been more of a joke about grits as she was eating them. And
Right. I mean, I can imagine P as okay. Again, with all due respect, I mean, I'm saying
it's too hot.
P is the kind of person that I can go. I mean, I'm not saying I will, but what I'm saying is, it's the type of person I can go toe to toe with as far as I can perceive her. What I'm saying is, she's not your typical Filipina. That's like,
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's just
No.
not easy to believe that. Oh, and then she got lost outside of the Cracker Barrel. She tried to enter 3 different doors, and
that's what I mean. It's. I don't believe this is really her. I
Right.
believe this is a show. And again, that's
it's all pre.
right.
pre-done,
And again,
which is
I'm saying
cute.
this in the most respectful manner. Like I said, the way I see things is, as I see myself, I see P as an equal, where we can go head to head and talk like real talk, and clash minds. You know what I'm saying? I don't. She's downplaying herself. I believe she's downplaying herself way too much. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
Bagel me, man.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I did cook some bagels right before the live.
Check it out. We don't have a toaster, so we got some blueberry bagels, and I did get out yesterday. Blueberry bagels from SNR. George won't buy me a toaster. He doesn't trust me with electronics. Well, that type of electronic, anything that just doesn't cook like a stovetop or something. But he gave me an easy bake oven, so I put that in there with some butter.
Hey, you know what? I wish I had an easy bake oven. Those things are the shit. Like, seriously, you can actually cook with an easy bake oven. I've used to play with a lot of easy bake ovens. You know, IG Joe's would get Barbie as a as a hostage, and then stick her head in there. Oh yeah, it's all about shrimp on a Barbie.
You probably did. You probably stuck that pork head in there.
I got IG Joe. For those of you, IG Joe is Eddie Murphy. No, not him. The terminology IG Joe is from one of Eddie Murphy's skits. Remy Smith. Hi, Racer X. Thumbs up. Hey, Kiki, how you doing? Kiki says, just dropping by to say hello. Wedding today in Cebu. Not my wedding yet. Well,
Good
have fun
morning.
in Cebu and beware of those fairies. Wish I was in Cebu. When you say keep it real, we don't know you'd show us your role play. You're naughty.
Actually,
Right?
it gets a little crazier than that.
What? What?
You left out the caviar, the chainsaw, the coconut oil, and the Brillo pads.
Anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. They don't have Brillo pads here.
Yeah, they do. No, I mean, just for those of you who don't know whether or not it's a joke or not, yes, Brillo pads do exist there. That's just something, California Oscar. Hello, George and Heidi. I love the purple hair. Remind me of a girl I saw walking down Hollywood Boulevard, except she was working. There it is.
You guys see I got my hair colored. And it was kind of hard to see, but see the light brown back in there? Because a couple weeks ago I did do...
Oh, yeah, it's showing on
I
camera.
had my hair done.
It is showing on
when we were
camera.
out, yes, I see it's more of a golden brown in there now. So no, I got my hair done yesterday. There was a new shop that opened up. So, got the light brown in there again, guys.
Yeah.
No, you really can see it. You can see the lightness in
Yeah,
there
you can see
officially.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, actually, Heidi we went to Watson's, which is again, it's a Philippine Walgreens. Now, no, okay.
Well,
So
I picked up the nail polish, and we picked up meds. We went out yesterday, did all kinds of things. You did try to look for that poor baby.
yeah,
We didn't know
We're
what happened to her.
oh yeah, we're talking about Sophia. Sophia is the baby, and the mother is Clyde. Clyde, you guys know her as the lumpia girl I go to. Yeah, but the interesting thing is, yesterday I didn't mention anything to Heidi yesterday because I didn't want to say anything in front of the guy, Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence, you're so goofy. Trying to get the lipstick on. Now,
That's before you go out today.
here's the funny part, and I mean funny, and I'm telling you guys now because again, this tells you how much there's a break in the communication in the Philippines.
No, I thought you. Not between us.
Now,
There's no breakdown.
I walked up in there and I talked to Lawrence and I said, "Hey, Lawrence, why do you have your mask on?" I said, "What, you don't want to show how handsome you are?" And he says, "Well, sir, we're not allowed to take our masks off
Yes.
because
Even though the law changed.
in SM, as far as per SM policy, we're supposed to wear a mask. But guess what? His other co-workers on a different shift don't wear their masks, and the other not I wouldn't say co-workers, I would say associates in different stores don't wear their masks. What I'm saying is now whether or not that particular company or the employees are supposed to wear their masks or not, again, it's really none of my business. But the point is, there's a break in communication that they're not. Yeah, I know. So what I'm saying is, for the most part, they're not really supposed to wear the mask, and I see a lot of employees don't wear the mask, but yet here he is explaining to me that they have to. It's just funny like that. But I didn't say anything. I mean, I didn't want to say, hey, but these other people aren't. California Oscar, that little kitty looks like a baby lion. So cute. Yes, Grumpy was a cute little guy. He went viral.
And I'm all over the internet, and I didn't see him.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's
I thought it
passed
was
away.
something old, but he is really cute. Like I said, you should have seen the other guy.
Grumpy the cat.
Scott said bacon. Yes, guys, please, if you're not
Hit that
subscribed,
like button. Hit that thumbs up.
subscribe. Also, guys, I want to let you know that me and George was talking last night. We're mostly doing lives now, but we are going to, in the future, probably in the next 30 days, starting in September, starting with the Christmas months in the Philippines, we're probably going to do a members only live, and that'll probably be at least once or twice a month. And if there's just 4 or 5 of us in there, like chatting it up, then that's what we're actually going to do. So consider signing up for membership for
Don't
YouTube.
quote me on that again. But anyway, Neil Martin, Filipino P is copying. Oh, okay. Neil Martin's going deeper here. Filipino P is copying another channel from Cuba who sees things for the first time in USA. Filipina P doesn't want people to know how much money she makes as well. Well, of course, nobody does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her business. But no,
yeah, 100%.
I got you now. You have a different angle and different perspective, which kind of makes sense now to me.
I never thought that.
Because again, like the pool noodles, are you kidding me right now? You know how many pool noodles I've seen since we've been back in the country?
Well, she's not doing a very good job at hiding what she makes. She just actually outright built that house full of furniture, then claimed it was X amount, and it really wasn't that much. We talking about the furniture alone would have set her back. She's just saying it because she doesn't want people to know how much she's making, which it's it's our life's public, her life's public, it's all public.
Right. You put your life in the front row.
Hi, Mike.
Right. Mike Philippine Journey says the expat beta simp market is real.
Simp Express. Woo-hoo.
Scott in the world say, hey, how are you?
Nobody wants to hear that. I get it, guys.
Right. Mike Philippine Journey says it's funny, but some of the best mixologists in the Philippines. Heck, you can't get mimosas everywhere in the Philippines. Okay, now he's talking about the mimosa mix.
And she's, like I said, she's a lot more high class than you guys are called highfalutin. But I'm sorry. There's. Has she not been to
the best way to explain again? It's the best. There's always a saying that the best trick that the devil ever have ever created is fooling everybody who doesn't exist. What I'm saying is that she is not what she portrays to be. She's a sophisticated woman, highly intelligent, and again, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what she shows on camera. It's what's the real deal.
Yeah, I would.
Grumpy Dude Brian says, "I don't watch." I don't watch Comedy Central. I watch Pete. Does that mean I recognize her as an authority on things, on all things Philippines?
No,
I have entertained in
it'd
the
actually be
past
crazy
by
too.
Philippine Antics. Drama equals Antics. That's
That's it.
again, it's all a matter of perspective. What's Bible for one person, maybe parody for another.
And honestly, you guys have to really actually like somebody. So, I mean,
But here's the deal, and you do realize, you guys, again, this is impromptu. We talk to you guys as real persons. This is not scripted. We don't present to you things as how we would see fit. We would present to you things as what
this is
actually.
Kanye West all day
Think of it as
long,
mouth diarrhea.
pretty much.
We're not holding back. I am the one that holds back. However, there's still, even for somebody who holds back as I do have my limits in holding back.
Yep.
So no, I'm just thinking of what SH says. If P wanted to see the real Florida, she would have went to Waffle House at 3 a.m. Not necessarily just Waffle House, and I would say Waffle House and Denny's would be.
I'd have been more
at 3 a.m. Waffle House. Actually, honestly, I've seen more interesting characters at Denny's than Waffle House at 3 a.m. Just saying. I mean, I'm not picking on anybody.
the Waffle Houses. I would eat at the Waffle House hands down over.
Well, I think the food tastes better, yes. But as far as characters go, I would say they're about equal.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway.
Or what about a Sonic drive-through? Like she went up and like parked and did the window. Now that would have been.
Okay, actually, that's a good point. For example, a Sonic drive-through. That's a very good point.
They don't have drives. They don't have to
A
drive.
Sonic drive-through
put
in
the thing up on
the
the-
U.S. itself is special, meaning because how many servers do you see running
Come
on
on.
roller skates? That's right.
In
You're
our
right.
area, they were still on
That's a
skates
good
when we
point.
left.
All right. Thank you. See, that's American dining right there. I mean, in the
Or why not
olden
go to a
days.
drive-in? AP,
There you go.
listen up.
In
They
a
still got a
drive-in.
drive-in
Thank
in
you.
Tampa. Tampa, honey. If you make it down there, honey. Actually,
Tampa. It wasn't even in Tampa. It wasn't even go that far. No.
well, there's still one in Tampa. There was 3
The
years
one we
ago.
went into isn't even in Tampa.
No, I
That's what
know
I'm saying.
that. I'm just giving a central.
No, I got you. No,
is
it's true.
that it is within 100 miles of us, so they do have one in
Drive-in
Tampa
theaters,
still?
yeah. Me and Heidi watched Captain Marvel in a drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
The first clip would be about, okay, remember when somebody was in our room and they said, well, these Koreans in Walking Street showing a laser under their eyes. They do this.
They do this.
They do this.
So there was, okay, is this it right
I
here?
believe this is the clip. Hold on.
Hello.
Check this shit out.
So if you guys saw lipstick in my room, it's actually Jessica's lipstick. Oh wow. No, you want to sing or no filming?
that.
Well, no filming on the street or?
And this was after the
Whoa, whoa,
fact,
whoa.
by the way. This just happened within the week, not
Yeah,
when the
okay.
other
Don't
bloggers
step to
said
me,
it
bro. Don't step to
happened.
me.
They are
We
doing
got a
this on
problem.
Walking
You're getting on my space, bro. You know what I mean?
No, we just
Don't step to me. You know what I mean?
Okay, sorry.
If I walk past and I'm filming, it is what it is, right?
Okay.
Don't step on me, okay, bro? What's that? Don't do what? Or what? Or what? What are you gonna do?
There it is. He's very combative.
Okay, get the boys. Okay, get the boys. I'll call the police, mate. Call police. Call police. What's up? Call police.
Sir, it's not allowed to.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, all right. Come on, man. Oh, what tough guy's going? I'm walking down the street, mate. You're getting in my face.
Released it. I'm like, well, yeah, I'd be pissed too if I was walking down the street because they tried to get the dude at the front, like when he was farther up, and they hit him with it and hit him all the way down.
Yeah.
Now, yes,
There
I
was
would
a green light at one point in time.
No, it showed it.
I'm trying to get that frame. But okay, see this gentleman with his hands up? You can tell he's foreign, and I'm saying not a citizen, obviously.
Right.
Because
another foreigner.
first off, you can tell because he doesn't talk in it.
A lot
most
of
of the
bars
entire
are
video.
owned by, I'm going to let
Right.
you know, Koreans, Americans, Europeans that are on Walking Street. They're not all owned by Filipinos. Mike might know the percentage down there.
Yeah. Okay,
But-
there
yeah,
it is,
right
right
there. But they were hitting him on the way down. So I don't blame the dude, but here's the thing. If there's one thing to be learned, being that combative, and if they would have got into a fight, that's not good, guys. And he was really, I mean, I don't know, what's your opinion on it? That's crazy.
Well, here's the thing, and like I said, the problem you have here is odds are the bar owner is foreign, and I'm just judging from the video. I'm not saying I know all the facts. I don't. And Australian is obviously foreign. What I'm saying is, technically this is foreign and foreign. Now, does the Korean, okay, have the right to shine this laser on his eyes or his equipment? Technically, no. No, he does not have the right to do that to anybody, whether it's you, me, Heidi, it doesn't matter. They have no right to do this. So yeah, of course, it would irritate me. And again, them being foreigners themselves, again, you can tell because, again, judging from the video, it looks like, honestly, the guy on the left with his hands up that I showed earlier, it looks like that's the owner, dude. That's what it looks like because he controlled the scene without saying a lot of words. You can tell from his mannerisms, his actions. And
Right.
now the guy wearing a white shirt, he's a hired thug, and you can tell from his actions, and they pulled him away.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line is, he should the Aussie have all
And
the
it
Aussie had
was-
to do was walk away. What do you think?
Well, at that point, I thought he was a good guy, but at first, I'm like, oh, hell no, man. Because if he'd have done that to me, first off, trying to get some extra shots on Walking Street at night is what it is. Yeah, I think it's like all open game down there. As long as you ain't trying to pull the shit in the bar. Now, those guys, if they'd have shined that in his eyes inside the bar, that'd have probably been more game because they're trying to put it on the internet and their girls in privacy. Walking Street is a public street. I agree with many bloggers on that. But when you're down there, things are actually going to happen. But if he'd have put the light in my eyes, yeah, I'd have been pissed for about a half a second. But I don't know if I'd have went that far to sit there. Now, mind you, this guy is about 6'6", 6'7", and he's a bodybuilder. Okay, so he's already got a big man, little D complex. Now, I could probably break him down in about 2.2 seconds because I know where his game is, right? But later, we're going to show you another clip where it looks like he's just cantankerous with everybody. It's like, oh, hell no, he's just looking to fight anybody. But he almost got into it there. So there's a big lesson to learn on this one, for sure, about this guy is going to end up in jail real quick.
Well, and like I said, for this first scene, as Heidi said, the problem I have is I get that he's not the one that's shown the light or whatever. Point is, if he just kept on walking, none of this would have been even a subject. However, again, like I said, this same gentleman, so that tells you where the aggression is, okay? Pay attention to the approach, meaning watch.
Still recording?
Yeah, still recording.
Okay, if you're recording, back you. And you
Fuck me or
Huh?
fuck me or fuck.
No, back camera.
Oh, that's a bit rude. It's my camera.
No, I know.
Are you Aussie? You're Aussie.
Yeah.
But where you from?
He said he tried to be nice, but this was where it
But
turned.
you do need permission to post this shit from anybody that you're recording.
Right.
That's the law, man.
Right. Well, you seem like a soft cunt, and I'm going to post you. What are you going to do about it?
No.
There
I
it
will
is.
shut
I'm
the
going
fuck
to
up.
post
Thanks,
you.
mate. Oh yeah. Yeah. You want to go? You want to go? You fucking old man. Stand up, mate. Fucking stand up. See what happens to you. Stand up, mate.
Okay, so now here's the thing. He did approach this gentleman. He was drinking, and is obviously the guy's inebriated. He can barely speak. Okay, which means he's gonna speak his mind. Now, I get it. The gentleman who was inebriated was rude. He was. I agree. However, that does not justify you beating up an old gentleman. In his own words, "Hey, old man, get up. See what happens." Point is
He's probably half the guy's age.
no.
for
This
sure.
guy's young. This guy's huge.
6'6".
This guy is
He's
huge
gotta
and he's
be
young,
280.
younger.
He's a
Yeah.
pretty good sized guy.
Yeah, he's probably what in his maybe mid-30s. I'm guessing. He's not an old. He's not an old dude. He is somewhat just a little past his prime. But you're inciting a physical fight with somebody half your size, double your age, who's obviously inebriated.
Inebriated.
Right. So what I'm getting at is, again, it's like, dude, this guy is old enough to be your dad. He's obviously drinking. Was he rude? Yes. Does he deserve to be beat up because he's drunk and he flipped you the bird? No. Doesn't matter what nationality you are. It doesn't matter what nationality he is. Doesn't matter what country you guys are in. The guy is twice your age, drunk, and obviously can't fight. And yet you are in fighting form, and you're inviting him to a fist fight. You know what I'm getting at?
Mike says here, Mike's Philippine Journey says, using a laser on someone in the Philippines can get you jailed up to 3 months and a $200 fine. So maybe they did. Also, it says this guy's heading for big trouble messing with drunk people. Yeah, no matter what said, he should have just, and he is putting the camera. That's not the only time he keeps putting a camera on these guys on Walking Street, which I think also can be an issue. Because when we first got here and we were out and George was doing those walks and he showed it during the daytime, people have asked us, like when we were down there last year on our birthday, we was down there for a few days. We were like, why did you guys get footage out there? It just ain't what we're gonna do. Because I told George, I said, let's run out there and do a bunch of interviews as a joke. And then we're like, yeah, no. I thought about it. George already said it was a bad idea. You know me, guys. So next, Mike says, I believe foreigners should get their ass whooped for acting up, for enjoying the views, and say sorry if you are being a little invasive. W said someone will take a broken bottle to him eventually, probably. Let's see. Only if it's dealing with the actual situation, then I was actually going to read it. It says they lost half of their day, but they stayed at the ABC hotel. Now they'll just they'll continue via bus trip. But there are other car rental places in Angel City. There are like legit companies, and why they didn't ask the ABC hotel? Why didn't they get some help from the ABC hotel? They would have known where legit rentals are. It's a big, nice hotel. That place is first class. You telling me nobody inside the ABC hotel couldn't help them? I guess not. So, anyways, going with that. Sorry, I just
They have the same suitcase as we do.
yeah,
Samsonite.
obviously not the same brains. I mean,
Oh, dang.
I'm joking, guys.
Dang.
Well, anybody that puts Canadians got scammed in Angel City, did it make a difference what race they were or where they were from? Not really.
Racer X. Mike.
White girl can't afford her grits.
There it is. Mike, fantasy will end when she gets back to the Philippines.
Right.
Scott says, I like the.
Well, she can only continue.
Oh,
it if
speaking
she's
of
there.
Reese's peanut butter, I like 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cups from Cracker Barrel
Right.
store.
You better bring me one of those. Hey, Scott, I'm relying on you for some candy corn when you come, man. I'll be sniffing you out at Candy Palace. Be like, what you got in your pocket? What you?
Anyway.
I bet you Scott gives good hugs. I bet you Scott gives good.
Ian's clip says, good morning to you both.
Scott, I'll be looking for that candy corn.
Right. Scott in the world as I see it says, I would like 23 quail egg omelet, please. Right there it is.
What would you do for a
Quail eggs
clone?
are about this size. No,
Okay.
I'm not joking.
You better ask for more than 23.
Right. Be like 24 and a half.
Hey, babe, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Says, you know, guys, drama sells and also.
When it comes, what are you saying? Would you guys like me to put on a G-string? I don't even think that would even cover my eyebrows. Babe, a G-string wouldn't even cover my eyebrows.
Oh, my
Actually, honestly, wouldn't that be something else if I did? You guys would all still probably be watching.
What? Oh, hey, Ruby, how you doing?
True story. Because
Ruby,
nothing
the
sells
daylight
more
verse.
than fat drama. Don't you know you guys pay me all that money for the cake eating and all that stuff, you know?
Right.
The coconut baths and all that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, for all of you that are an old dog Paul, old dog new tricks, definitely 1,000%. We told you we watched Baby May, we watched Old Dog. Really, at this point, this has really nothing to do with Old Dog, except for he just did an interview. You can.
Okay, now, I always say that this is not against. And I always say this because a lot of people think.
We'll get a couple dozen
Yeah,
emails.
we'll get haters, even though obviously we're never have been
because they
against
didn't
all that.
watch the whole thing. It's like,
Right.
well, they
Now,
put his face
we're
up.
just going to
That's
show
it.
you a picture of it, just so you guys have
So we
a
can give you-
visual. Okay.
Okay,
Now-
so how many of y'all have seen? So I don't know how many of y'all have actually seen this. Comment if you've seen this full interview. Go see it at Old Dog New Tricks for those that don't know his channel. But there, I guess the story goes that Baby May was walking the dog, according to Old Dog, down on the boulevard, and she found this girl down there that has an interesting story. And the information after watching the entire interview is that she is a night walker, as you guys all catch my drift. And this is Clarice. Okay. Now, to the consensus of the comments, there was a lot of hate on the girl. I'm not hating on prostitution. I'm not hating on what she does and why she does it. At first, I thought, before I got here, that this entire area was flooded with that because it was Angel City, but it's always a misconception until you get here and you live the life. Until you get here and you walk a mile in her shoes, then you wouldn't actually know. A lot that this girl is saying actually rings true as far as like times in my life where I needed money and this and that. As far as I know, during this interview, she never once said she had kids. She might. She's from, I think she said Laos. She said that she's been living here. Now, on a side note, I am going to say what I find to be obvious. During this interview, and a few people called her out on it, it seemed like she was full of self-esteem. You listened to the interview and watched some of it, but that she was full of self-esteem, but she kept talking about herself and then saying negative things about other people, like their weight, their sizes, that she's everything that's dealing with prostitution. She says she's never dealt with, which is also hard to believe. But if she says it, then we have to kind of go with it. Now there it is. No, I seen it, Joseph. According to Clarice, she is only 25. Now, George came by before I told her your age. You said you thought she was 40 something, just not 40.
Yeah, it's like about 35, 40.
She looked 40 something. I thought for sure she was up there, 44 for an Asian or something. She's 20 years younger than I actually thought she was. Secondly, honestly, I thought she was a ladyboy. I'm sorry, there's just something. According to her, all of her stuff comes off of Facebook or her walking the boulevard. And she says that she doesn't do it all the time, that it's part-time. She says that she meets with the guys, and I'm just going to say what the interview says, at Honeycomb, at Honeycomb, which is a restaurant. Wow. Or did he mean Baby May in 25 years?
No, we're just talking about her.
25 in dog years.
Oh, Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
drama just got heavier right now.
Wow, it's hilarious.
Like I said, I feel for the girl.
No.
No, really, it is sad. But here's what she said from the beginning. She kept saying that she's being picked out, like the guys seek her out because she's more natural. Yeah, I that's about as natural as. Look at George's face. I wish you guys could see her face, George's face better. That's about as natural as it's going to get, guys. That hair ain't natural. Look at her damn hair. Babe, that's hair color in her hair. That's not natural.
She look like a man.
So anyway, so she actually went on that they choose her, and then old dog actually repeated and agreed with her that she's skinny. That's why she's being chosen. Can I say only a dog wants a bone? He said it himself, guys. I'm serious. He actually said that the guys pick her because she's skinny. Have you guys seen the other prostitutes here in the Philippines? And they're not skinny, babe? Most of them are tiny. Now, are there overweight? Overweight can be by 20 pounds, guys. 10 pounds. Women that have had children. We've seen them at some of them competitions where you can tell that they've had children. Okay, and I'm picking because I am a big woman. I'm a big fat woman. I can call myself that. But if I sit there and dog every single person that walks by the way this girl did, she said that the expats were fat and big and looked pregnant when they got undressed. She goes through the whole spiel in this video. So again, guys, check this video out. And she keeps talking about, well, I'm skinny and I'm really skinny and that's why they like me. Everything was I'm skinny, they're fat. She kept going on about how the others are fat, as in her competition, and the expats are big and fat. Well, she goes on and on and on and on about it. Well, according to her, Clarice says she makes 2,000 to 3,000 pesos for every time. The others make 500. Why? Because I'm skinny, she kept saying. So she's bragging that she's making 2,000 to 3,000 pesos, which is usually around a bar fine amount or in certain areas. But remember, she's in Dumaguete. So according to her, the others in that area charge 500, which sounds about right to me, which would still be high. Yeah, right? But
dude looks like a lady.
Yeah. So bring up, can you take us out and bring it up so I can actually read the...
Oh, the comments?
Yeah. I was surprised that Clarissa's sense of humor, always laughing on my island. I think the average working person, retail gas attendants make about 500. And then it says 2,500 pesos a week or 120,000 a month. They're just saying if she's pulling down 12,000 a week like she says she is, they hope she's saving, which is so true. But here's the thing. She told old dog that she wanted to go back to Manila, and there were further comments about they believe that she looked like she was on Shabu or something, which is a med that's here. Wow, your wife certainly finds some interesting people here, LOL. It is sad to think life has to be so difficult for the young woman, yet she has found a way to survive without stealing from others. I find her confidence and, a matter of fact, her attitude very enlightening. I pray she will be able to have a life and a family. Blah blah blah. I think that comment's a little weird too because confidence. Okay, I wouldn't say 100% on the confidence when she keeps putting down other prostitutes or other women of the night. That basically she says how skinny she is, and that's why the guys like her, and they don't like the other girls. And then she keeps going on about the fat expats
Yeah,
or customers.
a confident person does not react, nor do they, again, take down other people.
And she kept on the entire interview. That's all she talks about is how skinny she is, and she keeps repeating herself. And then the last says, "Wow, Clarice, a good soul for a tough situation." Which a lot of Filipinos are in a tough situation and they choose not to do this. According to her, again, all of them come off of Facebook, or she goes and sits in the Honeycomb Bar. She says where she can be found, by the way, guys. And also, is this the next set here? Okay, there was one where the guy says he talking about her going on social media and telling everyone what she does for a living is one of the worst things that a Filipina could have done, and it will affect her. Also says something about him Paul not wearing a mask or something. Yeah, it's really hard to see these. It really is. All men pay for it, no matter if you have a girlfriend, a wife, or I don't know, or you pay or a pro. Which I kind of agree in a sense. It's like that. I get that. According to her, at one point she had a boyfriend. I'm probably not going to read anymore. There's a guy that goes through. There's even comments in there where the guys admit they've been with pros. And according to that, they don't like a girl that doesn't talk with them and doesn't talk about their life and that can't talk, and how they actually admitted it over in Cebu that they're doing it all the time. But let's see, she's not making that much. She has to pay whoever controls that area, usually local gangs. She has a handler who takes most of that money. Yeah, something she left out. Also, she says she gets health certificates every month and that she's never had a disease and she's never been roughed up by any foreigners, ever. Never.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell, George roughs me up at least once a week. No, you can't have any.
Yeah, I have to show Heidi who's boss. Yeah.
Mm.
Heidi, what I tell you? You better cook that tocino. Yes, Heidi, I'll cook that tocino. Heidi, go clean the house. Yeah, Heidi, go clean. Yes, Heidi, I'll clean
Well,
the
you
house.
can't do that. Remember, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, think about our entire life situation today.
Guys, it's called satire.
That was funny what you did last night. George came in here and he tried to exert himself, right? George came in. Remember when you come in here after you took a shower and you came in and you said, "Woman, cook that tocino.
Oh,
Do it now." He said, and I was like, "What?" You did, and I'm like, "It doesn't work like that."
She said, "Give it more attitude."
I said, "More attitude."
More
man."
attitude.
Right.
But no, not picking on the girl. Really, I'm not. I'm not picking on. Oh, I'm not picking on anybody in particular. First off, it is a rough life, and some people will do what they have to do.
That's right.
Bottom line is, if somebody has to take down somebody else in order to boost themselves, that's not confidence. That's called insecurity. Okay.
They're just
So-
slapping your lips like I do, but
Okay. Next, if you keep going back into certain topics that makes you feel good about yourself on this particular video, if you watch the video, you guys will know what I'm talking about. That's again, it's an insecurity form, a form of insecurity. There's like, hey, you know what?
she mentioned him one of the guys would break a trike. That's how big he is.
All right.
I'm saying
So
once again, that kind of narrows down what guys you're talking about.
you have to realize that people who break down somebody behind your back will break down anybody, if that makes any sense. But you can't. Trust is a slippery slide. It's really hard to give and yet hard to take at the same time.
Well, it's just, again, nothing against the channel. It's just hard to believe that she just randomly, for no money and no reason, followed Baby May home.
Well, no, I mean there is a reason for it. It is still free advertising. There's always
I'm talking about for her. Oh,
no, it's still free
then
advertising.
why didn't he give her information all the way?
No, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Remember that. I know some of you will say, "Oh my gosh,
She
she
bragged
this."
the whole time
she
that
that.
she overreigned the women on Facebook because of her looks, because she's natural.
Right. I mean, beauty is again, it's in the eye of the beholder. It's not.
Aren't you talking about Willis?
No. I'm not picking on
No,
anybody.
that's true.
Beauty
There's
is in
a
the eye of the
lot of
beholder.
guys that wouldn't be with me because of my size and because I am a white
No.
woman. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not always.
I'm not saying I'm average, but for the most part, most Americans I know and most Filipinos I know, they view Vanessa Hudgens, okay, as an example, as a beautiful Filipina. That's our perspective of beauty. However, there are a lot of expats or Filipinos.
There's a lot of people that think Bong Bong Marcos is the shit as far as looks.
Right, no. And again,
And
and a lot
I
of
wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
right, and a lot of Filipinos. I mean, a lot of
Everybody's
Filipinos
ideal.
and a lot of expats would
That is rough.
choose her over Vanessa Hudgens. And again, some of you will say yes, and some of you will
actually,
say
Old
no.
Dog is a genius more than you guys even could imagine. Remember, he knows how to work every angle at this point. When he started, he has slowly honed in on his skill and craft. Damn me,
Sorry, me, I have to agree with you on that one. The builder can sometimes be blind.
because
Okay.
because he knows what he's got to be doing, babe. Because right at the beginning of the interview, he said, I think even before she did, about her being skinny, and that's why the guys liked her. The guys like you because you're skinny.
Well, actually, that's a fact. Skinny is beauty on its own. What I'm saying is, or the other opposite end, that's beauty on its own. Some people like big, full-figured women.
No,
Some
they'd
people
rather,
like the voluptuous women.
But
Some
why
people
do
like bone
I'm
skin
still
women.
trying. I can get the
Or men.
voluptuous saying or the in between, but why would somebody choose? Oh God, can I say it? Oh, what the hell, Ethiopian? Why would someone go that damn skinny where it looks like they're a Holocaust survivor? I know I'm going a little far, but that's what she's real. You guys didn't see her arms. Why?
Okay.
The girl evidently, if she's making that kind of money, somebody throw her a goddamn hamburger.
I'm not picking on anybody in particular, but again, I've dated a lot of skinny women, and here's the thing for me is I feel more loved when I feel like it's not a skeleton hugging me. You know what I'm saying?
I dated a skinny guy once.
It feels empty. No, really. To me, it does. I don't know about you.
I felt like his ribs were.
Now, Remy, I'm gonna respond to this only because again, because the interview being no, it's not. The thing about Old Dog, he does push
No,
through
not
the
really.
interview, and he does it in an objective manner. Now,
He does.
what you take of it, that's up to you. What I'm saying is
We've seen him drive the question
Right.
so much so that it is to get stuff out of him because
Right.
he asked her everything. He asked her prices, how long she spends with the guys, what she does. He went through because someone just said recently, it looks like Old Dog's going back to his old tricks. He's starting to put the younger women up front and all that. It must be what the guys are asking for
Now-
or looking for.
whether or not. What I'm saying is, if you pay attention to his wordings and questions, it's very objective.
No, it is.
Right. And what I'm getting at is what's the word I was looking for? For the most part, he tries to be unbiased. However, body language is key to everything. You can always tell whether Old Dog buys the interviewee's answers or not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're not.
He
saying
won't.
buys.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is he won't argue
He
with
can
the
afford to pay
interviewee.
for the interviewers.
Yeah, he
whether
won't. Yeah, he's not going to
What you
argue with
guys
them
also
whether
may
they
not
believe it or not.
realize is 50% or more of these vloggers are at a certain level, and I'm gonna say 25,000 and above that bring in people do pay for these interviews. I'm sorry, there are people are expected to be paid for their time. And
Well,
one way
yeah.
or
I was going to
another.
say, I mean,
You either buy them lunch or you're
especially a
giving them.
professional, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so if she took the night off, Baby May or him may have actually offered her. And actually, honestly, it's the right thing to do.
No, it's the right thing to do. Yeah,
I think I
mean,
would display that up front. Like if we went and really got a lady boy to interview for you guys and sit down and talk, George knows that I will not go and interrupt their time unless we pay them or
I would
help them.
never put somebody on camera unless I buy from somebody.
The same with the food vendors. Yeah, we just don't. If we go to SM, we're just not in there trying to record where we're not buying.
Right.
Which, by the way, SM will rarely let you turn on the camera. Only certain people. So in other words, they don't know that there's cameras going. So that's also it's definitely being done, guys.